Hello, viewers, and welcome to another exciting edition of Regional Review. I'm your host, Otis Daniels, and for today's show, we find ourselves in Luderitz, where a lot of exciting things are happening. Come, let's go have a look. The president of Namibia, Nangolo Mbumba, was in Luderitz and he officiated the opening of a very unique and truly Namibian facility.
For Namibia Maritime Museum, and the cabinet further endorsed the idea was consulting in 2004, and by 2009 the cabinet endorsed that idea of a component of the Luderitz Waterfront Development Company's second phase. Thus today marks a significant milestone in the Luderitz Waterfront Development Company agenda by establishing phase 2 through the creation of the Namibia Maritime Museum. This museum stands as a beacon of our historic maritime narrative, housed within the walls of the Luderitz Old Power Station, a structure that has witnessed over a century of our maritime history since its completion in 1911 during the German colonial era. It is indeed a pleasing development that after many years of deliberation, planning, and finally execution, the town of Luderitz and the whole Namibian nation at large can proudly witness the grand opening of the Namibia Maritime Museum, which will document the unique relationship that our people have with the ocean. It is envisioned that the Namibia Maritime Museum will become the ultimate source for discovering our maritime history and celebrating the important role the oceans play. The ocean has played in the history of our country. Not only will this building add to the aesthetic beauty of the town by transforming the old derelict Luderitz Old Power Station into a more appealing landmark, but it will ensure that historical artifacts and vessels are preserved in the optimum condition and made accessible for general interest, academic studies, and for public education. The Namibian Maritime Museum will play an integral role in the properly capturing, documenting, and preserving Namibia's maritime heritage and the contribution our people have made to global seafaring. To this extent, I am pleased to note that the museum will include a cultural program and art events throughout the year, all geared towards promoting cleaner oceans and long-term sustainability. You have created a beautiful space in Luderitz for all those who have an interest and curiosity about the sea and seafaring activities to come here and enjoy. I urge all government officials, educators, students, entrepreneurs, researchers, conservationists, and citizens alike, amongst others, to visit the museum, participate in its programs, contribute their own stories and artifacts, and advocate the preservation of our maritime heritage. Together we can all contribute towards building a living archive that reflects the diversity of our nation. May this museum stand as a symbol of our collective dedication to preserving Namibia's rich maritime history for generations to come. I believe that this museum will not only become a centerpiece for attraction in this town, but will make a difference to the knowledge and understanding to everyone who walks through its doors. I am delighted that we can all be here today to bear witness to this milestone.
So, there we go.
Move to your side, move to your side, to your side.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I was waiting. As from today, this 11th of September, the Republic of Namibia, the Karas region, the town of Lüderitz has a maritime museum. So all of you are witnesses. Thank you.
The employment aspect of the museum, I think, would be, direct employment and indirect employment as well. We'll have to get service providers from outside to carry out some work in the museum. But for the employment in the museum, direct employment, we are looking at tour guides, we are looking at handymen in the museum, admin officers. So we are looking at about 10 people permanently in the employment of the museum.
The mayor of Lüderitz, Philippus Balhau, was also super excited about the official opening of the Namibia Maritime Museum. Let's go and listen to what he's got to say.
Yeah, yes, we're really exciting. I think the day has been tiring. That's how much excitement we've been experiencing. This museum has a lot of, I think, positives in it for us down in Lüderitz. Obviously, will attract a lot of tourism, people who are interested in looking at the history, which is very, very rich and vibrant and colorful. I think on top of that, also as they mentioned that they'll be bringing school kids down from across the country who haven't even seen the ocean. So I think that's really heartwarming and encouraging to see the interest, especially from the education sector. I think so. Tourism will definitely be massively impacted, and I think a lot of opportunities, downstream opportunities, will be unlocked because of this. As we know, we had limited things to do and see, so people didn't really spend a whole day in Lüderitz. But I think we're adding more and more and more to our itinerary, and it forces people to stay 2 days instead of just 1 day. So we're really excited. I think this museum is world class. I think it's really hard to quantify just how many people it will impact, but I'm very sure that the positive impact will be felt throughout town.
What would your message be to the residents of Lüderitz?
Yeah, Lüderitz residents, come and enjoy. Come and walk through there and see for yourself just what we have to be proud of. I think that is the thing. We're already as proud as we can be as a community. But once
Yes.
you walk through there and you see just how rich, colourful our local history is, then you might appreciate it a little bit more. So yeah, let's protect it, preserve it. Let's advocate for it. Let's share it. Let's make sure people come here and enjoy our town and lovely amenities. So I'd like to encourage Boechters to enjoy it. Really, it's something special. We can be very proud of it.
Our next guest is Mr. Fluxman Samuel, the CEO of the Waterfront Development Company. And he chats to us about the future plans of the company for this beautiful harbour town.
What I would like to share with you is the vision of the Lüderitz Waterfront Development Company. Our vision is the one that is really looking beyond 10 years. It's looking beyond 10 years because we ought to be trendsetter, we ought to be ahead of our game. And I always say that had we not intervened with the transformation of this building, it would have been very difficult even for Hyphen, that is driving the green hydrogen, to find space to operate in Lüderitz. They are housed here. And now the Namibia's University of Science and Technology as well, had we not already thought to engineer that project here, these courses that they are rolling out to support the energy sector, it would have been very difficult to do it from here. So what we're going to do now, before end of this year, we are going to start with a beachfront hotel development to eliminate frustration, concerns about accommodation in the town. This town has not seen any investment since 1998 of any hotel establishment. And I think as an extension of the government must always create the enabling environment. But often we cannot just loosely talking about the enabling environment. We need to talk about the quality of the enabling environment for private sector to flourish, for individuals to flourish in a country. So therefore, as a development company in a development state, we are taking this initiative together with the private sector, and we will be able to make those announcements within the next few weeks in terms of this public-private partnership on constructing a hotel, a beachfront hotel, state-of-the-art, in Lüderitz, on the land that we own, so that this town is ahead of its time, because we don't see any other entity doing that. So we are doing that, and this hotel has to be built. So we had this conversation with our line minister, and I said this hotel was already needed yesterday. And it's a complete frustration whenever we have an event here, people are struggling for accommodation, and everything comes back to the waterfront. We're going to resolve that. The second one is we are also busy now as a company to put together a proposal to establish a modern private hospital. Also, not to be owned by the waterfront in total, we will only have a minority shareholder. The majority shareholder must come from the private sector. And this hotel will be built on the land we own. So this hotel will facilitate what we call medical tourism. Medical tourism, so that people can come here or referred here in Lüderitz for advanced medical treatments. So, and then of course, we are also looking into establishing a media studio here. And of course, it's a given that we are already in the conversation with the Namibian Broadcasting Corporation. The details thereof, I think we'll announce it together with the Director General. We have a meeting tomorrow. And it's a proposal that because we are thinking in the next 10 years, things are going to happen here. And for Namibia Broadcasting Corporation has got a broad mandate to inform, to educate, to entertain Namibian people. And we want to create that conditions. So I think it's on this background that I have been able to invite you to share with you this news. So when you have been given a mandate as a development company in a development state, it's a very, very serious business. And as I conclude, I can only say, really, that this country is beautiful. This country, this vast country called Namibia, is beautiful. It has got enormous potential for growth and development. The catch point, however, we need thinkers. We need creative minds. We need innovators. We need serious people. We need to put in positions of authority people based on merit. We need people who are results oriented. We need ethical leaders to transform this country.
The NAS satellite campus is also located in the revamped Luderitz old power station. Let's go and find out more about this facility.
When I saw the date for the launch, I got so excited because it's finally here. It's finally here. So yes, trip down memory lane surely for me, because we had the first meeting in 2012. 2013, another date I will never forget, 17th of June, we had the groundbreaking ceremony. And then we started with all the council submissions. We started liaising with the different faculties because the entire regional expansion for the university was housed under my directorship at the time. And I was, just so passionate always about giving access to students in higher education and making it available for them wherever, whenever. So the plan started, I started liaising, and you won't believe, Kuda, back then already, the focus was on renewable energy. And here we are today, and it's production of green hydrogen, it's oil and it's gas. And I think the current leadership of the university just took it to the next level, because I've also noticed about a Technovation Park. And for the satellite campus to have a focus of research, of innovation, of the latest in green hydrogen, oil and gas, I can simply just not wait. It's just the place to be. So yes, indeed, lens of the future.
Indeed, another asset that will not only add value to the lives of people living in Luderitz, but for the rest of us in Namibia. I understand quite a lot of research has been already done. Tell us about that.
So the campus, the main theme of the campus is for research and development. So our masters and our PhDs in the field of sustainable energies, oil and gas, research and development, and also the Center of Aviation. That is the theme of what we want to achieve here in Luderitz.
Wonderful. Tell us about the courses that students can come and attend here.
So most of the courses are available online and on distance, and also we're offering a few short courses. So if you are interested, please come join us and ask many more questions here at the campus.
Brilliant stuff. So tell me, what does such a facility mean for Luderitz and the South as a whole?
Being here already has shown us that this town is the people are wonderful, the weather is just beautiful, and we are glad to have our campus here as a center for the South. So more of our students are open to tertiary education, so our students are involved, so we don't want to leave anyone behind, and we are glad to be here in Luderitz.
So I'm with my friend from Germany, Yannick Hofmuth, and we just arrived in Luderitz. And we're gonna go some sightseeing today.
Yes, excited to get to know Luderitz.
Yes, so we're gonna grab a map. Let's go.
All right.
Yep. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Thank you, I'm fine.
Okay.
looking for that for Luderitz.
For Luderitz for the town?
Yes.
Yeah, we sell those colorful ones for $5, and I also can give you this. It shows the peninsula as well, and another one pointing out the highlights. I can give you that as well.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll give you some change.
So we are now heading to Diaz Point.
Yes, I'm excited to get to see it. I've heard a lot about it and I'm curious what it looks like. So we arrived now, and it's a very windy day today, but Otis is going to show me the Diaz Cross and I'm very excited.
So Yannick, what goes through your mind, my brother?
It's incredible, my friend. I can't imagine what this guy, the sailor Bartolomeo Diaz, had in his mind when he arrived here in 1488. He must have been crazy seeing something like this. Even I just think it looks like Mars. It's a very special soil that we just drove on and walked up to this Diaz Cross right here. And the wind is blowing, you can see the waves hitting the land. It's the power of the ocean. There's a real power of nature right here that you can sense.
So for those of you who cannot drive to Diaz Point, there is a replica of the Diaz Cross in the Namibia Maritime Museum. But I must say, the roads are actually quite drivable.
Yes, it was a good drive and it's definitely worth it.
Stay tuned, keep on following us. We've got more surprises for you. So Yannick, Luderitz is a real national heritage treasure trove, my friend.
Yes, and we're about to go see one of the most historically meaningful places, Shark Island. Especially for me as a German, will be definitely interesting to visit this.
Let's check it out. So Yannick, the site was used as a concentration camp by German soldiers, and many Namibians perished here. What's your take on that, my brother?
Well, it's definitely a painful thing to watch and a painful story to hear about. But I'm sure there's in some way a responsibility that you carry, especially as a German, when you hear people of your nationality did this stuff. Even though you didn't personally do it, it still should touch your heart in some way. But I believe the most important part for all of us as humans is to remember to treat each other with the belonging respect to the other individual.
Yes.
Because a site like this and the stuff that happened here should show you what cruelty humans are capable of. If they are arrogant and don't see each other with the respect they should see each other, and I think that's something we can all learn from. But especially as a German, I must say I'm very honored to see this place. I feel like, and to understand the history of this country and of my country and the connection between those two, which is sometimes painful.
Thank you, boss.
So we just discovered another interesting site in Luderitz. This is a picture of the salesman Adolf Luderitz, who came to Luderitz in 1883 and established this community, started this town, and who the town even is named after.
So Yannick, we visited quite a couple of sites. What was your favorite?
I think I have to say my favorite was the Diaz Point, because the nature is so impressive there and it really connects you with the soul of life and the soul of nature. But we only saw a few of the many sites that Luderitz has to show, I'm sure.
Yes.
So if you want to come check out more, please be advised to do so. It's a great town and you can check out many things.
Well, viewers, it has been a pleasure keeping you company, and I hope you really enjoyed today's show. With that said, it's time to say goodbye, and please keep on watching Regional Review.